Studio by Thulisa Ndlela, the regional spokesperson for the ANC Youth League in the eThekwini region. Thulisa, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us on the agenda. Now, following the arrest of eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede on charges of fraud amounting to well over 200 million rand, the ANC has announced that it won't take any rash decisions. What is the Youth League stance on this?
Good morning, Simpiwe, and good morning to your viewers. As the African National Congress in eThekwini region, we've viewed these charges with a serious light, and in light of that, and I think there are three reasons why we're calling for the mayor to step aside. The first reason is the charges are of such a serious nature that anyone faced with these charges would want to devote their full attention in mounting a defense. And we would like her resignation to allow her an opportunity to do that. But the second issue is that when you look at the bail conditions imposed, some of them include the fact that she is not allowed or not able to interact with municipal staff. Now, it's not possible for a mayor to be able to do her job effectively whilst not communicating with staff of the municipality. And I think the last reason, which is more important for us as young people in the ANC, is the protection of the image of the African National Congress. It's very important for the ANC to be seen, not to be associated with any comrade who has legal challenges. And this is not to say that she's guilty. This is not to say that we're passing an opinion on her capability, but it's just to say, in the meantime, as you are dealing with this matter, please step aside, allow the African National Congress space to be able to move forward and be able to deliver services in the city.
You speak of protecting the image and the integrity of the ANC, but the calls for the mayor to step down, is it a collective decision or is it simply the ANC Youth League's position?
Well, at this stage, the African National Congress was appealing to Comrade Zandile Gumede's conscience to say, look, allow the ANC space. If that does not work, we are going to have to approach the African National Congress leadership at a provincial level to appeal to them to take steps in light of their decision that they took earlier on this year, that any comrade who is accused, even before they are found guilty of a serious crime, they must step aside voluntarily or the ANC will have to act on them.
So basically what you're telling me now is that the calls for the mayor to step down are simply the Youth League's position and not the entire ANC as a collective?
At this stage, yes, I can confirm that this is the view of the African National Congress Youth League.
So am I correct then to aver that the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal is divided? If the Youth League has a position that is different from the actual ANC?
I wouldn't say it's divided because every structure has the right to take a particular posture on a view. And at this stage, we have not been in a meeting with the ANC leadership where we will take each other into confidence. And once that happened, if there's a need for that to happen.
But Thulisa, that is what you are suggesting. That is what you are suggesting to me now, that the ANC has said that it's taking this matter with a pinch of salt and that the law must take its course. But then you're saying that the Youth League is saying that Zandile Gumede should step down. That speaks of a massive division within the ANC.
Well, look, the ANC Youth League standpoint is that we are also not saying Comrade Zandile Gumede is guilty of anything at this point. We are simply saying, given the seriousness of the charges, she must consider allowing the party to proceed with service delivery, and she must focus on mounting a defense for these particular charges.
Well, the mayor herself said these allegations are meant to coincide with the election campaign and the compilation of the candidate list. Now, we know that Mayor Zandile Gumede has always been linked to former President Jacob Zuma, and with naysayers saying that Zuma's influence within the ANC has been incredibly curtailed. Are you at all concerned with the timing of these charges and the ultimate arrest?
Well, I think at this stage, when you speak about a general election, you're speaking about something that happened over a week ago. When you are speaking about a candidates list, you are speaking about something that does not involve Comrade Zandile Gumede because she is not part of the list. She didn't stand for election in this case. So I'm not sure how these issues relate, but everyone's entitled to their opinion, and I'm not going to engage in a public platform or a debate around what Comrade Zandile believes is the case, but we are just simply raising a matter of principle.
Now, Thulisa, I mean, it's always been an ANC position and a resolution for ANC leaders to step down when they face such allegations of malfeasance and corruption. And why has it not been consistently applied?
Well, I think at this stage that question can be best left to the African National Congress to answer. And I also want to say this, it is not, it cannot be a defense that because before someone did something wrong, that today we must say it must continue because it has been done before. If it had not been consistently applied before, there's no reason why we shouldn't start today. And the time for the ANC to be seen to be acting is now. And it's important for the ANC to act in the protection of the image of the African National Congress.
Well, the ANC has always stood by its leaders who have been implicated in corruption and wrongdoing. But why is the party not seemingly showing the same level of support to Mayor Gumede?
Yes, it is true that the ANC previously had taken a stance to support its leaders who are involved in legal challenges. But you would remember that the African National Congress went to its Nasrec conference in 2017 and took a decision that from now on, any leader or any member of the ANC who is accused will appear in court in their personal capacity, and whomsoever goes and supports that leader, they will do so in their personal capacity. The standpoint of the ANC as of the Nasrec conference was that the ANC as an organization will always stand on the side of the victim.
Now, President Ramaphosa promised to turn the tide of corruption in his first speech as the country's president, saying the nation was entering the so-called new dawn. Now, is this part of that new dawn?
Well, at this stage, we will have to allow the law enforcement agencies to do their work and the criminal justice system to proceed so that we can express an opinion on whether the mayor is guilty or not. But it's good and it gives confidence to see that if there is an allegation of wrongdoing, even if you occupy a high position, you are not spared. And this, of course, must build confidence in society that no one is spared, no one is above the law. And I think this is the kind of moves that will restore confidence of our people in the African National Congress.
Have you communicated the ANC Youth League's position to Mayor Gumede then that she should step down?
Yes, we have.
And what has been her response?
Well, at this stage, we can see she hasn't resigned, so I can take it that the response has not been as what we've anticipated, seeing that we are not seeing a resignation letter.
Well, then, am I correct to assume then that that's the reason, the reason for her not responding to you is because of the seeming divisions within the party? I mean, the ANC has one position and the Youth League has a different position. Well,
I think why she's acting in this particular way or any other way can be best answered by her. I'm not in a position to speculate what will be the reason.
I mean, it's a fairly simple question. Why should she take instructions from the Youth League when the ANC has decided otherwise?
Well, I don't want us to look at it as an instruction. We were merely appealing to her conscience to say, for the sake of the party, please allow the party to be protected or shielded from these kind of legal challenges that you are facing without saying you are guilty or not.
All right, Thulisa, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time. That was Thulisa Ndlela, the regional spokesperson for the ANC Youth League at eThekwini region, just reacting to the arrest of eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede. Well, the ANC, remember that they want the mayor to step down. That's in juxtaposition to the ANC position, which says that they want to treat this matter with a pinch of salt and that they won't take any rash decisions and will allow the law to take its course. Now,